Okay, I'm going to show you guys leg pinch. Leg pinch is built off of a technique that we stole from the Russians. They called it figure four, but we had to modify it once the table became a thing. So the original one was you're fighting beside somebody, and they would be like, posturing up, and they would be fighting, and they basically had this leg too close. And because this leg was too close, you're basically going to come up. Let's say, we'll just do it like this. Normally, I would come up, back in the day, you sweep this leg, and then you would sit with your feet locked, like a figure four in pro wrestling. But that leaves a lot of space for them to pull their leg out or pull my hips. I don't really like that. So instead of doing that, especially with the advent of the list, I'm going to lean into the rail. That way, my field side leg is supporting me, and my rail side leg is free. There's no weight being burdened on it, so I can attack with it pretty readily. It doesn't really matter what grips I have, just that, again, my opponent is probably connected to me, or I stop him from using the list to hold himself up. So underhook works great for this. It also works great if I have inside position and he's trying to reach around my head. That's fine too, especially if he's trying to connect his hands behind me. If he's trying to connect his hands behind me, that's fantastic, because he has two connections to me and nothing connected to the list. So basically, you want a scenario where, a typical defense is that I'm going to pull someone forward and they want to not be pulled forward, so they stand up. So Kendall, I'm going to pull you forward, just try to stand up. Stand up, like resist me, especially with this leg forward. Resist with that leg forward. But Kendall really doesn't like that. He's going like, try to stand up. So normally I pull someone forward, whatever, they don't like that. That brings this leg into space where I can attack. I'll do it from this side because it's easy. So I'm going to sweep this leg with the back of my heel and pull it into my thighs. And when I grab it, I'm going to pinch my legs together like this. So I go boom, kind of pinch, very hard. And my feet are actually kind of triangled, and I'm pinching his leg. If I can get above his knee, that's perfect. So I'll actually say I actually got your knee. So I got Kendall's knee now. Now because Kendall and I are connected, I'm basically Carol's leg. I'm what's holding him up. So from here, as long as I'm kind of up on my toes, all I have to do is put my feet down just like hump him up. And because I have control of Kendall's weight and I can control his hips, all I have to do is move out of the way. Okay? So we're like this, Carol's connected to me, I pull his hips forward and move out of the way. As I move out of the way, I'm going to pull his shoulder downwards. Just like hump and bump, where I'm creating a connection and I'm turning away. You can also do it below near the calf, because this is kind of high. This is kind of high. If I was fighting Kendall like this and I would go like this, I can do the same thing where maybe I start pushing on his head and driving his weight down, because he's going to want to try to get his weight down and get his leg back. I'm going to use that. So because he wants to get his weight down, Kendall's going to try to fight against this. I do the same thing, like that. As long as my arm is on him and one hand touches the ground, I'm totally fine. So, create a connection to the leg, then pull their center of gravity away, pulling their hips from underneath of them, move out of the way to create space for them to fall down, and they fall. This is really great from behind when you're coming to assist somebody, but you can't head grip them. So let's say Kendall's turned the other way, he's fighting my ally. I'm going to attack Kendall's field side leg, and I'm going to try to make him pistol squat. So I come up, I lean into the list, that way I'm secured. I probably want to control his elbow. I'm going to reap this leg into my center, and then I'm going to put my hips against his hips, that way he can't stand up, and I put my chest on his back. And from here, I just want to pull his hips out and make him pistol squat. So I can do it like this, where I'm doing that. If I have good control, I can do the same thing. Or if I have control here, I'm going to turn my feet and do that. If that makes sense. So, make connection, destabilize them, pull their weight away from them, to make them sit into the ground. And that's pretty much it. 1v1, this requires a little bit of nuance and understanding of how their weight is going to move. But in a 2v1, it's incredibly easy. From a 1v1 scenario, you can do this straight on like this if Kettle and I are fighting 1 versus 1. It's also very good when you're coming from the field to the list. So if I'm running up to somebody and Kettle sees me, normally what happens is, typically they're off the list a little bit. So he's off the list a little bit. I can push him into the list, and there's this kind of bounce effect that happens where they fall into the list, and because they're falling back, this leg is light. So I can check him, he grabs my arms to stop me, I reach this leg and pull him like that, because that leg is light. It's very good for runners, it's very good for situations where I'm going to temporarily be on the rail and temporarily not. Or maybe I'm playing like patty cake with someone like this, we're fighting, I'm going like this, maybe like I want to leave, and I push him back. I'll reach this leg, like that. He's connected to me, here, and I have connection of his head. I pull his leg out and I turn his shoulders, and he just falls to the ground.